My name is Dr. Joseph Serwadda. I'm a member of the Council of Presidents of the Interreligious Council of Uganda. I'm so honored to be here. First, in 1 minute, when the Global Peace Initiative was finding its way to this country, I just happened to be the only member of the Council of Presidents that was present on site to receive the team. So that's how I find myself here. My chairman, all my colleagues, the archbishops, their eminences and graces, had traveled or are busy somewhere, and I just happened to be the one on site, and I received the team. So that's how I made it to stand here. I want to thank you for the opportunity to listen to me. Jesus said in the book of John, chapter 14, verse 27, "Peace I live with you, peace I give you. Not as the world gives, but peace I'll give." Perfect peace is peace that is derived from the teachings of God. Peace that comes out, that emanates from God. Peace that comes from the center of God's heart. God wants peace for his people. In fact, when people believe in God, the book of Romans says that at that stage, they have peace with God. Peace starts with the fear of God. I would like to say that there needs to be certain things done, and I don't have much time. I know that I have 2-3 minutes, but we need to create space for religious leaders to express their opinions, and do not do it as a formality, but listen to them, because somehow they have the knowledge and they have the heart of God to express to the people. In this country, there were many years of discomfort and lack of conflict, and a lot of conflict. And I would like to say that what seemed to prevail at that time was this adage, the saying that says, "Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and render unto God that which is God's." And the teachings of our trainings and Bible schools and seminaries was that there was no way one could mix the two. If you wanted to discuss issues that touch government, because most of the times the lack of peace that people experience is lack of peace that comes from initiates by state. It's state that cause chaos. It's governments that have conflicts among other governments. And because of that, when the religious people show up and say, "This is the best way to go. Let's find peace with the brother. Let's find peace with each other," then they are told to render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and render unto God that which is God's. In other words, separate the two. If you're going to be religious, don't talk issues of peace. Don't talk issues of governance. Don't talk issues of talking together and brotherhood. These things that seem to cause order, they were not allowed. We need to emphasize the inclusion of religious leaders in peace building. Also, we need to enhance peace building initiatives by putting knowledge and skills closer to our students, so that when they go out there, they don't just learn theology in terms of doing pulpit work and ministry work, but they also learn how to work with societies that they don't belong to. I come from a Pentecostal background, but I work with Catholics and Anglicans and Muslims and Baha'i and everyone, because my understanding is that if my neighbor is not at peace, there's no way I can enjoy peace. I'm not an island myself. I work with people. I have to have people around me to be able to forge my life ahead. So the challenge for us today is to find peace for our neighbor first. Even before we find for ourselves, let's find for our neighbor. Is our neighbor at peace? Is the next family at peace? is the next congregation, whether it's a church or a mosque or a temple, is it at peace? Do they have what they need in terms of living together amicably and in understanding each other? Thirdly, we need to build trust between governments and religious leaders, and I've in a way alluded to that just before I started off. But let me say something here concerning conflicts that are within our own settings. I see religion as now being the only avenue that conflicts are being brooded and assisted. The Al-Shabaab that my colleagues talked here, the Boko Haram, the Al-Qaeda, and all these others, and I can name as many as you want, even from Christian settings, they are all embedded in a religious fora, meaning that those that don't love peace have found a way of using our systems which are soft and kinding and appealing and inviting to now cause trouble using our platforms. We need, therefore, to find a way of going around this situation and do not allow people to use our platforms, do not allow to use our enclaves, but use our, everything that God has given us within our power to stop this issue of lack of peace. And I thank you so much. My time is used up.
Joseph Serwadda, the presiding apostle of the born-again faith here in Uganda.